Great.
Hi, my name is Stevenson Bulgarian, and today I'll be doing the IV and piggyback administration validation video. First, I'm going to come in, close the curtains, close the door for patient privacy, introduce myself to the patient, wash my hands. Also, actually identify the patient by 2 forms of ID, first and last name and date of birth. I will also check the doctor's orders for anything else, and then actually explain what I'm going to do to the patient. So I've already washed my hands. Actually, put on my gloves first.
Yeah. I think I'm ready. We do it. She said, do we look at other people?
Gloves on. Identify the patient again, 2 forms of ID, and that would be first and last name.
She said film
date of birth. I'm going to raise the bed, working height. Also, a little bit of an incline on the bed. For validation purposes, the patient will have an IV already set. I'll actually come in and assess the actual IV site for any sort of filtration, any sort of patency, any swelling or redness or anything like that. So she's all set. Okay. You open up brand new packaging for IV solution. We're going to assess it just to make sure there's no leakage or anything like that. Check the expiration date, make sure it's good. All that. Here, now, open it. Also, I'm going to put a time just to make sure it fills up for this actual.
Hello, my name is John Robin. Today I'll be demonstrating.
Also,
I have identified myself to the patient.
actual IV line ready.
I've washed my hands. I've checked the doctor's orders. I've explained the patient. I'm going to check the patient's ID, 2 forms of identification, the date of birth, and if everything's good, I will continue. This is the regular IV. Food package, you also want to check the expiration date, you want to check the bag for any cloudiness or anything.
It's above my waist at all times.
You want to make sure it's the right stuff you're giving. As far as the orders, matching with the patient one time.
Check the tubing. Sure. Tubing's all right. I'm going to clamp this up. Keep this here so we can actually prime the IV. This goes into the actual IV tubing.
Close.
Up here.
Oh yeah, we stopped. Did I say that?
So I'm going to remove the actual cap. Nothing but this. Remove this other cap as well.
No, I'd rather just get it done. I was a little shaky. Hello, my name is Jeff Robin. Today I will be demonstrating how to give a patient an IV. I have to wash my hands. I've closed
This about
the
halfway.
I've checked the doctor's orders. I've introduced myself to the patient and explained what I'll be doing to her. And I will be confirming her identification by 2 forms,
Doing it.
name and date of birth.
Now I'm going to make
And
sure
if it matches, I will continue.
everything is running smoothly through the actual IV line. What I'm going to do is open it up a little bit. Take this cap off. Before I do that, I'm also going to put a time label on tubing. Put the date, put today's date, which is the 24th.
So I just want to check the insertion site for any redness.
And the time is right now
Check the lightest, making sure that the insertion site is good.
10:22.
Then I'm going to get my IV. I'm going to check if it's the right one on the order.
And I'm going to
check the
put my
expiration date,
initials.
Check the package,
I'm also
make
gonna
sure
put
it's
my
good, and make sure the fluid
first
is
name,
clear,
just
there's nothing in there. If so, I would throw away
So I'm just going to that right over. Tubing.
Tubing's unrolled, nothing's kinked. And you want to make sure
Right around here, so it's kind of eye level, so we can all see it.
locked. Not on you.
Alright, so now I can actually open up the IV. Make sure everything's going good.
Everything's new, so everything is sterile. Bite the bag.
Check for any sort of air bubbles or anything like that. Okay.
Bag at this point.
Clamp it back down. Make sure
At this point,
the
I want
line.
to prime the line.
There's no air bubbles. There is one. You can kind of squeeze it out
I'm going to
and flick it up.
pull my drip chamber about halfway.
Alright.
I'm going to let the fluid run out. You
So
want to be
that's
about waist
good.
level.
So we normally insert into the patient's IV. Slide in there for validation purposes. And now, I'm going to actually set the drip factor. So we are going to do 20 drips per minute. So I will do 15 seconds and 5 drips. So I'm going to slowly open this up. It's too fast. And I'll start my 15 seconds now.
There was bubbles. Pull the line and bring the bubbles to the top instead of wasting all the fluid. For demonstration purposes, they also told us to put it in here, not to connect it to the mannequin. But at this point, I want to connect it.
That didn't work out. Let's try it again. Start my 15 seconds.
First thing you want to do is scrub the
Now.
insertion site. 15 seconds.
1, 2,
I've already checked
3,
the site for combiners.
4,
Check the page, see it. Then you continue.
5. That's 5 drops for 15 seconds. We're all set.
We connect it to the patient this time.
And leave it set for that. Next we're going to do is an IV piggyback for medication. So we're going to set up our actual medication. I'm going to check the medication for what is ordered through the patient's IMR. And I'm also going to check the patient as well for this 6 rights of administering medication, which are the right dose, the right patient, the right route, the right time, the right reason, and right documentation. Document that as well. So it all matches the patient's name, patient's MAR. What I'm going to do. So I'm going to hang this guy up as well.
Yeah.
Just have him ready.
Yeah, you see. Once again.
What I'm going to do is get the next line ready. This little hook is actually for the other IV, which we'll assess that in a second. And I will open this guy up as well.
I'm gonna go ahead and
A little bit shorter than the other IV line. What I'm going to do, inspect it as well. And I will open up this first line. This is down. Like this. Do that. I'm also going to make sure it's closed. Going to swab the other connection port for 15 seconds, just to make sure.
Okay. You start and see that clear. Good job.
Alright.
Seconds.
I'm also going to shut this guy down. I'm also going to prime this guy. Before I actually connected to the other port. Just gonna make sure there are no lines, no air bubbles.
Yep. See, at that point, I've calculated the correct drip.
And just get about
At this
half
point, I
here
can
as
lower
well.
the bed.
Now it is primed, it's all set. Place this back. Going to connect it to other IV. So you're gonna push and twist.
I would apply my time label to the bag and my other label to the tube label.
So now this, since this guy is
I would give
closed,
the patient back
I
to
can
full
lower
power
him.
with my gloves. I'm gonna record everything in the iron on nurse's notes, and
set the
I'm
drip
going to
factor.
come back and assess the patient again.
This guy.
You know, about a
Same
half
thing
hour
as the
around,
other
make
drip
sure the
factor is going to be
changed,
20
you know, the patient will
drops
factor, so you say to check every once in a while, just to make
per
sure you
minute.
maintain the same drip
So
factor
I'm
throughout.
going to open this guy back up.
That's it, and I'll film my next video to do medication.
So we open this guy up. And open the actual drip factor for the medication. Same thing. So we're gonna do 15 seconds.
30 seconds.
We're gonna do 5 drops. Just wait until it gets to the 30.
I had a good drop today, almost like
All right. We start 1, 2, 3. 5. That didn't work. So we'll try it again when it gets to the 12 again.
let it run through.
And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's all set there. Alright, so that's at 5 drips, 15 seconds. We'll let this actual medication go through. Once it's done, we'll actually come back, assess the patient again, record all the actual actual documentation on patient's chart, MAR, and we're all set. So when we're done, just get this out of the way. Lower the patient back down. My gloves. Discarded them, washed my hands, and I'm all done.
My name is Jeff Crow.